Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is basically part 2 of my trip to NNL 17. I figured it would be easier to make a separate stash ad video than try to stuff it into all the footage of the earlier video, so I hope you don't mind. Well, what you see here is a piece of auto art done by Robert Matthews, Racing Classics and Auto Art. And every time I stop at a show in Detroit, I stop at his booth and I look at what he's offering. And I normally pick up 1 or 2 pieces. Well, yesterday I picked up 2 pieces, including this Lincoln here for my daughter. I think it's pretty snazzy. I love it. The next one just stood out to me because it's not your run-of-the-mill IMSA car. This one was driven by Dan Fury. My daughter pointed out to me because of the number 17, my racing number. But I thought it was pretty cool, being that they didn't use Vegas all that much in that racing series. So, being that it's an oddball, I'm going to put it on my wall. So if you like things like this, you can look up Robert Matthews Racing Classics and Auto Art on Facebook. Or you can email him at rob@AOL.com, and that'll flash across the screen, and maybe he can show you what he's got to offer. Alright guys, so let's get to the first stash ad. I didn't have a very large budget this time going over there like I did in March. In March, basically, I went there on a mission. I had quite a large budget, and I had a list. And I was going to fulfill that list come hell or high water. This time I had a smaller budget, so it was harder for me to come off my funds. But I did buy a couple, and I want to show you what I got. So the first one I picked up was the 75 Datsun pickup. Turn that light off. Little bit of backstory. I had eyeballed this kit probably for 6 months at my local hobby shop. And one day I got a wild hair, and I drove into town to pick this kit up, and lo and behold, it was no longer on the shelf. And like I said, I had been eyeballing it for 6 months. And I haven't seen one since. But I saw several of them yesterday at the show, so I figured I better pull the trigger. And I ain't paying arm and a leg for it either. I think I paid 22 bucks for it. And I know, guys, I know. That little thing down in the right-hand corner scares a lot of people away, but you know what? It doesn't. It doesn't to me. I'm a model builder, and I'll make it work. So the next one I got was the AMT 67 Camaro Z28. Now, this isn't my first choice. You guys have heard me say that I want the Revell 67 Camaro many, many times. And the guy that I got this one off of, he had one of them. But his price tag was 55 bucks and he wasn't coming off it. So I decided to go with the alternative, and I picked up the AMT instead. And I'll make this work. Alright. So the next thing I got, let me take off the sticky note. I did a little trading with Mr. Tony Lancer before we ever got to the show. So we exchanged our model kits at the show. I traded him a 32 Vicky for this 62 Impala SS convertible. Next one also came from Mr. Tony Lancer, and I appreciate this so much because this one was unexpected. 87 Buick Grand National. Little bit of backstory on this. Tony and I were talking back and forth on Messenger, and I told him, I said, one of the things I do not have in my stash are G bodies. And I said, I really need to fill that category in my stash. I don't have a Monte Carlo SS. I don't have a Buick Grand National. I do not have an FE Cutlass, nor do I have the 83 Hurst Olds Cutlass. And if I were to get those kits, I would fulfill that category in my stash. Well, Mr. Tony Lancer just had one that he, out of the kindness of his heart, decided he was going to gift me. Now also, Tony has one of his own, and he says when I get ready to build this, we're going to do a buddy build. So I look forward to that too. So, Tony, I appreciate it very much, brother. You don't even know. You didn't have to, but you did, and I appreciate it. It's how it is, guys. We take care of our own in the modeling community, don't we? And yeah, that's why this community is so great. So this next one I purchased off Marcy, Scale Model Muse. I'm dropping stuff, guys. Crash, bang, boom. And the reason why I got this one, you guys are doing the Halloween build. You guys get the drift. And first, I saw Craig over at Modeler doing it, and then I saw Marcy's. And when I saw Marcy's, I was like, I gotta get me one of those kits. So Marcy offered one up. So I ended up buying this off Marcy, and I'm gonna build this up. Funny thing, guys, the BMX team that I belong to is called Reaper BMX. And I have this thing about Grim Reapers. So I'm going to build this because of that. I know, sounds stupid, right? But hey, let me have fun with it. But anyway, one more thing to show you, and then I'm going to get out of your hair. So I had to buy these. So some time ago when I was doing that 32 sedan that I chopped, I wanted pie crust slicks on it. And I could not find pie crust slicks that I wanted to spend the money on. And I dug and dug, and I knew that I had pie crust slicks in my stash somewhere in my parts boxes, and I could not find them. And the only ones that I did find were in my little coffin kit. And there was no way that I was taking those wheels out of that kit. Just, I wasn't going to do it. So I went to the hobby shop because I had seen this pack at the local hobby shop. And lo and behold, I went and found out that they were sold out. Now again, the thing had an inch of dust on it the last time I saw it. Nobody was buying it. But the day that I wanted to buy it, it was gone. So this time when I saw them at the show, I said, whether or not I'm building the kit that's using them right now, I need to pick up a pack of those so I have them in my stash, so the next time that I need them, I have them. So that's the moral of the story, guys. If you see it and you have the money, buy it. Because I'm telling you, it's happened to me more times than not. I see something and I want to get it, and then it becomes unobtainium or hard obtainium. So anyway, that's what I brought home from the show, guys. Not a big haul. But you know what? It was a haul nonetheless. Alright guys, I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for watching. Happy modeling.